Welcome to the space for transformational leaders to unleash their magic, see better client results, work lighter, and live source. Hi there, this is Darla Ledoux. I'm feeling very pink today. I want to talk with you about marketing with source and what this might look like. How is it different to honor how source is guiding you in the way that you market, as opposed to creating your marketing from your head, which we often do, or even worse, not worse, it's all sourced, right? We're always learning, but even worse, looking around at what everybody else is doing and deciding based on that. We could go even a step further, which is whatever the latest Facebook ad is, you've been served up and clicked, and whatever that secret magic formula is that person is offering, that you just take it and run with it because it's there and they made it sound really, really inviting and juicy and easy and simple, right? So what would it look like to market with source? Well, first, here's what it's not. So let's just take an example of, in your business, you need new leads. The way that I teach marketing, I teach that there's 3 stages. There's meet, engage, activate. So you need to meet new clients. You need to engage them, like they need to get to know, like, and trust you, and you need to activate them. And so you need a strategy for each of these. Now, it could be the same strategy. For example, speaking in front of someone else's audience means you meet people, you engage them, and if you can make an offer, you also activate them all at the same time, which is great, right? But you need a strategy for each of these. So if you are choosing your meet strategy and you're doing it in the way that I said, you're looking around at what other people are doing and like, well, they're doing that, I should place Facebook ads, obviously, or I need to be on every podcast or every social media platform, but it's not coming from your soul's guidance. And especially it's not allowing you to show up in your most magnificent sourced energy because it just doesn't fit for you, like it's not your thing. That is not going to work great, right? So a lot of times what happens with the meet strategy, we say something like, what's going to be my freebie or my lead magnet, right? This is a big thing that a lot of coaches are going to tell you to look at, right? I have them. They're good. They're awesome for list building. But if you start with what's my freebie, then you go down this path of, well, you're going to brainstorm, right? Do I want to write an ebook? Do I want to do a quiz? Do I want to offer some kind of ongoing webinar? Is it a challenge, a 5-day challenge? Is it some kind of mini course? Those were really popular when I first started my business, whatever it may be. And so you're coming from your head and figuring out, like, what do you want to do? But what would it look like if you had a sourced approach to this? If you had a sourced approach to this, you want to tune into, who do I want to serve? Who do I want to serve? But you don't want to obsess about it, but you want to get a sense of, who do I want to serve? In other words, don't go crazy with the niche, right? It's just like, who do I want to serve? Feel into that, because you're going to learn more about your audience as you go. Use your magic, right? So I have a quiz called the Source Magic Quiz, sourcedexperience.com/quiz, where you can take the quiz. Your magic, like, use it to tune in and ask your divine guidance, who do I feel inspired to work with? Who am I guided to work with? And there's lots of pathways to this. And use your expertise. So there are things that you know based on your life experience. Even if you're brand new in this particular business, you have an expertise that lets you know who these people are. Maybe you've been that person in the past, or you've worked with them in some way in corporate, or there's something that you've done in a past experience that gives you knowledge and expertise. Maybe it's on a particular process or a certain transformation. So you let that help you to think about and feel into who you want to serve, okay? Then you want to ask yourself this question: how do I cultivate within that audience a commitment to the transformation I offer? In other words, how do I help them discover that they want the transformational journey that I like to take people on? How do I help them discover that? How do I help them get committed to actually making a shift in their life that's going to change everything? That's the question to ask them. And don't get into the format. It's like, what do they need to know, realize, or discover that's going to help them be present to either the impact of the discomfort they're in or the excitement of the desire that they hold to have a different result? How can I help them get present to that? And then, and only then, you want to look at the strategies and say, okay, which of these, or the tactics really, which of these tactics is going to help me to deliver that? Which of these is going to help me to deliver that? So as an example, if someone really needs to, let's say it's about money in business, okay? Someone really needs to get present to why they want to make more money. Let's just say that's something that you help people with. You want to create something, then you're going to ask yourself, what tool? Is it a quiz? Is it a journal prompt? Is it some kind of video training? Is it a meditation? What is it? Is it a mini retreat? I do a lot of those experiences that's going to help them get present to their internal commitment to making more money. Because people hold it all the time as like, oh, I'd love to make more money, but they're not really present to their commitment. They don't know why, and they're not present to what they're going to have to give up when they do. So now you can start to say, what tactic, what specific item am I going to create that helps cultivate that commitment? When you don't do it that way, right? When you're coming from the other place of saying, oh, I just saw somewhere someone said, make a 10-page ebook that's the best lead magnet, so I'm going to do that. Okay, what should I write about? Gosh, I'm an expert on all of these different things. Let me just pick from the sky which thing I'm going to write about, and then you write about that. It's not actually serving the purpose, right, that you and your sourced guidance want to serve in this life. And then I see this a lot. People end up with a lot of different, like, random, juicy, fabulous lead magnets, but they're not actually sourced, right? They're not actually inviting people into the transformation you offer. Once you get clear, okay, now I know what I need this thing to do, and I've chosen my format, then feel free to buy a course or get a download or whatever of someone who's an expert in that, who's done it before, so you can learn the details and get swipe information, like make it easier for yourself. Feel free. It's possible that what's going to come through is you want to create something that's never been done before. And that's also great, right? So feel free to invent a whole new marketing strategy. But again, not just to complicate things, but because your sourced guidance has led you there. So I hope you can see the difference. I'd love to know your experience with this. We love helping people access where source is guiding them as business owners and taking that kind of more sublime or esoteric information and merging it with the practical business options to make a business that's in deep alignment, deep service to your clients, and works really, really well for you. Let us know if there's anything that you need in this area. I'd love to hear your experience in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.